Most SCP encounters are over before the victim understands what is happening, but not every anomaly is an automatic death sentence. Some follow patterns, some can be intimidated, others give you one narrow chance to escape, provided you know the rules before panic takes over. These are 5 lesser-known SCP entities that are dangerous to humans, but still possible to survive. SCP-2901. You're walking alone at night when every sound around you suddenly disappears. The wind stops, your footsteps become silent. You try to speak, but you cannot hear your own voice. Then 2 enormous glowing eyes open in the darkness. This is SCP-2901, a species of nocturnal carnivorous scavenger. Its body is covered in small iridescent scales, and its eyes produce their own light. It can levitate, fly, and apparently teleport. It can also cancel sound within roughly 25 meters. If one notices you, do not run. You cannot outrun something capable of flight and teleportation. More importantly, running may make you look like prey. SCP-2901 uses threat displays against rivals, enlarging its body into a dark, cloud-like shape. The safest response is to imitate that behavior. Face the creature, maintain eye contact, stand upright, open your coat, raise your backpack, or extend your arms to make yourself appear larger. Do not charge at it, but do not immediately back down. Continue until it loses interest or retreats. Never allow it to touch you. Its unstable physical structure can intersect with human tissue, and when it pulls away, it may remove skin with it. Use a backpack, branch, or other object to maintain distance. If you need help, send a text rather than calling. The anomaly affects sound, but may not stop a message from leaving your phone. Once it retreats, leave the wider area. SCP-2901 has been known to gather near locations where fatal disasters will later occur. It may not have come to kill you. It may simply be waiting for the bodies. The rule is simple. Do not run. Make yourself look dangerous. Keep your distance and leave as soon as it withdraws. SCP-745. You're driving along an isolated highway late at night. 2 headlights appear behind you. At first they look normal, then you notice they remain perfectly level as the road bends and dips. They match your speed exactly, and there is no vehicle behind them. SCP-745 is a nocturnal predator that hunts motorists on remote roads. The creatures are dark, bipedal, and vaguely humanoid. Their heads produce an intense white light. They hunt in pairs, running beside one another, so their glowing heads resemble the headlights of an approaching car. Once close enough, they chase the vehicle and attempt to force it off the road. The main danger is panic. If you suspect the lights behind you are not attached to a vehicle, stay inside your car. Do not pull over. Do not leave to investigate. Keep both hands on the wheel and maintain a stable speed. Stay on the paved road and avoid sudden swerving. The creatures want you to lose control. Head toward traffic, a service station, or another populated, brightly lit area. Use a hands-free device to contact emergency services if possible, but do not let the call distract you. This is not a guaranteed escape method. The file explains how SCP-745 hunts, but offers no perfect civilian procedure. However, leaving the car or crashing through panic would only make the attack easier. The rule is this: stay inside the vehicle, stay on the road, and never assume every pair of headlights belongs to a car. SCP-6644. You are walking through a forest when you find a cluster of wild mushrooms. You collect several and place them in your bag. A few minutes later, you hear clicking behind you, then a howl from the opposite direction. Something tall moves between the trees and disappears whenever you look directly at it. This is SCP-6644. SCP-6644 is a large woodland humanoid, estimated to stand between 2 and 5 meters tall. Its appearance changes between sightings, and it can blend into its surroundings. It is capable of seriously injuring or killing humans, but it does not appear to attack randomly. Most violent encounters are connected to people collecting mushrooms within its territory. The mushrooms may be food, property, or something else it is willing to defend. If you hear strange calls after collecting them, stop moving deeper into the forest. Do not approach the creature. Do not try to photograph it. Place the mushrooms, along with the container holding them, on the ground. Do not throw them toward the entity. Sudden movement may look like aggression, then move steadily toward a road, trailhead, or populated area. Avoid running unless the creature begins an immediate attack. Dense woodland favors SCP-6644, not you. Do not hide deeper among the trees. Its camouflage and knowledge of the area give it the advantage. Returning the mushrooms is not a confirmed guarantee of safety, but if the attack began after you took them, removing the reason for the confrontation is your best option. The rule is simple. Leave the mushrooms. Whatever they mean to you, they probably mean more to the thing following you. SCP-7819. You have been driving for hours when you see a roadside hotel. Its sign is lit, the car park is nearly empty, and the building looks ordinary. You check in, enter your room, and fall asleep. Later, you open the door. The corridor outside is much longer than it should be. The room numbers are wrong. The intersections do not make sense, and something is watching from the other side of the peepholes. This is SCP-7819, an anomalous hotel known as the Rest Easy Inn. Its interior does not obey normal architecture. Hallways shift. Rooms appear where they should not. Guests become disoriented and may lose track of their original room. The first survival rule is to remain calm. The hotel is designed to confuse and exhaust you. Wandering quickly and without purpose will make that worse. Avoid looking through occupied peepholes. Something may be watching from the other side, and direct eye contact can attract attention. Keep your gaze lowered when passing doors. Do not knock, and do not try to communicate with the other guests. At impossible intersections, do not stay in one place for too long. Lingering can cause headaches, confusion, and paranoia. Choose a direction and keep moving. Trying to map a building that changes around you may be useless. Remain quiet. Eventually, your own room may appear again, even if the number is wrong. When it does, enter. Do not keep exploring because you think you are close to understanding the hotel. You do not need to understand it. You only need to survive it. The rule is this: do not wander aimlessly. Do not stare into occupied rooms. Keep moving, remain quiet, and follow the hotel's instructions until it lets you leave. SCP-1077. You return from a walk through the woods with a sore throat. At first it feels like a minor cold. Days later, you say the wrong word during a conversation. Then it happens again. Someone claims you gave them a dangerous instruction, but you do not remember saying it. Eventually your voice is still speaking. You are simply no longer choosing the words. SCP-1077 is an anomalous white fungus that releases nearly invisible spores. The spores enter the respiratory system and begin growing in the throat and lungs. Early symptoms resemble an ordinary illness. The danger begins when the fungus starts interfering with speech. At first, it may replace only a word or sentence. The host may not even notice. As the infection progresses, it can use the victim's voice to manipulate others, create conflict, or encourage dangerous behavior. Advanced infections may also interfere with writing and typing. If you suspect exposure and begin experiencing unexplained speech errors, isolate yourself. Seek medical attention immediately and explain that your communication may not be reliable. Avoid driving, handling weapons, or operating machinery. Tell others not to obey unusual instructions given in your voice. Writing may help temporarily, but it should not be treated as permanently safe. Treatment for systemic fungal infection has worked in some cases, meaning SCP-1077 is not always fatal if recognized early. The greatest danger is delay. By the time the fungus is speaking clearly, it may already be able to convince others that nothing is wrong. The rule is this: do not trust unexplained changes in your own voice. Isolate early, seek treatment, and assume that every form of communication may eventually become compromised. None of these SCPs are harmless. Every one of them can kill a human being. But survival does not always require strength, weapons, or impossible luck. Sometimes it depends on recognizing a pattern before fear takes control. If the forest becomes silent, do not run. If headlights follow you without a vehicle, stay on the road. If something stalks you after you collect mushrooms, leave them behind. If the hotel corridors stop making sense, follow the rules. And if your own voice begins saying things you never intended, seek help before it learns how to ask people not to believe you. Knowledge may not make these anomalies safe, but sometimes it is enough to keep you alive.